What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my top 10 projected defenses for the 2023 season. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it really helps out my channel, and it helps me as a content creator. Well, I was looking at 24/7, and they had their top 10 defenses for the upcoming 23 season. I thought it was interesting. I'm going to just read off, the 10 teams that they listed and give my thoughts on it. It's very interesting. You're going to have some teams that, you'd be like, yeah, I could definitely see them being in there. You got some of them that may be going under the radar that some people are not even thinking about. Now, the first team, of course, is the Georgia Bulldogs. The reigning champs, Kirby Smart, uh, Glenn Schumann, uh, Will Muschamp. All three of those guys, great defensive-minded guys. They continue year in and year out to play out a great defense. Kirby Smart did wonders while he was over there at Alabama with us. Learned a lot from Nick Saban, and he took his mind over there to Georgia and got Georgia Bulldogs playing at a high level with their defense. Had a lot of their defensive players go in the 2021 draft, and still had some more guys come out in the 2022 draft. They recruited at a high level, but they got some studs coming back. They got Nazir Stackhouse coming back on that D-line. He earned second team all SEC honors last season. He's definitely going to be a guy to step up. Like I said, they're recruited at a high level. But they got some guys, man. They don't have N'Kobe Dean. He left in 2021. But even in 2022, they still had some guys step up. And they also have a guy coming back in Jamon Dumas Johnson. This guy is really, really good for the Georgia Bulldogs. In fact, it says right here, over the past 2 seasons, the only SEC linebacker with a higher grade than Dumas Johnson is N'Kobe Dean. And we all know N'Kobe Dean got drafted high to the Philadelphia Eagles. And, his sophomore season, he led the SEC with a 79.9 run defense grade. So look out for Georgia, man. Dumas Johnson, this guy, Jamon, he's really, really good. And definitely got to watch out for this upcoming season for the Georgia Bulldogs. He had 70 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 3 pass deflections, and 1 forced fumble. So this guy, typical Georgia football player, typical Kirby Smart, inside linebacker. So watch out for him. And Georgia, number 1 on the list. Not shocking. Number 2, my Alabama Crimson Tide. In my opinion, I think we got the best cornerback coming back this upcoming season in Kool-Aid McKinstry. This guy got first team all SEC honors last season. Really, really good player for us. Steadily got better in each and every year. Gonna be lockdown, in my opinion, in the secondary for Alabama. Gonna be a leader back there as well. We got guys like Dallas Turner. I just did a video on him and Chris Braswell. I think those two are going to show out. They didn't participate in spring game because they were nursing injuries, but our defense looked really, really good in the 8A game. A lot of potential with this defense. We're bringing in Kevin Steele, and we also got Charlie Strong on staff, as an analyst. So look out for this Alabama defense. We're going to be really, really good. We got guys all over defense. We got guys like Jaheim Otis, James Smith coming in as a freshman, looking really, really good. We got leaders like plenty of leaders. You got Malachi Moore in the back, in the secondary. You got Deontay Lawson in the middle. This is a guy that didn't participate but should come in and have significant playing time this season. I think he's going to start next to one of the other linebackers, maybe Tresman Marshall or Kendrick Blackshire, some guys like that. Justin Boydby going to be a leader on that defensive line. Tim Smith. Alabama's going to be loaded. on this defense this upcoming season. I think they're going to get back to playing the Alabama standard of defense. So I can definitely see them at number 2. Number 3, they got the Michigan Wolverines. Now, Michigan, these last couple seasons, had a pretty good defense. They got guys like Michael Barrett, all-team, all Big Ten selection, guy. They're losing some guys, but they still got plenty of guys coming back, and especially I think his name's Chris Jenkins. He's on the defensive line, if I'm not mistaken. Really, really good player. Yeah, Chris Jenkins. Yeah, defensive line, run stuffer, dominant. Stopping the run. Really, really good player. Michigan, man, Michigan's gonna be pretty good in my opinion. Again this season. Dare I say they had the best defense. These last couple of seasons in the Big Ten. Especially in the Big Ten East. It's another team that I'm gonna talk about as well in the Big Ten, but not in the East or in the West. Well, actually, 2 of them. But in my opinion, Michigan had the better defense out of between them and Ohio State. But Michigan's going to be a problem. In my opinion, they got good players on both sides of the ball. Junior Carlson, he's a sideline to sideline type of guy. So Michigan got the players as well, so I can definitely see them at number 3 on the list. The next team, really, really good team. And in my opinion, this team right here can shock some teams this upcoming season if everything aligns. The Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State, dare I say, they might be on par with Michigan this upcoming season with the talent that they got. They're losing some guys. They lost cornerback Joey Porter Jr., but they still got Abdul Carter, linebacker, and they got Kalen King. This defense is going to be really, really good. They got a transfer in named Storm Duck from North Carolina. So watch out for Penn State, man. Penn State, they're going to be really, really good. I think they right there with Michigan, as far as, the talent that they got coming back on that side of the ball. Penn State, in my opinion, going to have the defense and the offense this upcoming season. Can potentially play spoiler for some teams. But Penn State, number 4. The next team, the Florida State Seminoles, another team, in my opinion, going to be really, really good. They got Jared Verse over there. This guy, man, really, really good edge guy. Coming off the edge, really, really good. He's projected as an early round pick in the 2023 NFL draft. So watch out for him. He's going to be really good. And they also got a transfer in Gilbert Edmond. He's going to help, Verse on that D-line. And, he came from South Carolina. And like I was mentioning, South Carolina has some dogs over there, and they have since, D-line coach has since went to LSU, Jimmy Lindsey. But Florida State, man, Florida State going to be really, really good in my opinion, this upcoming season. So I can definitely see them. Florida State, Clemson better watch out. I think Florida State going to be that team in the ACC this season. They steadily got better. Like I said, they got Jared Verse leading that defense. They're going to be really, really good. The next team is the Clemson Tigers. Clemson got some guys as well. They got Tyler Davis on that defensive line. They also got Peter Woods from our backyard, Alabama. Dog on the defensive line. They was able to win that, recruiting battle against Alabama and other schools and keep getting Peter Woods over there. But they also got another player, I think it's Jeremiah Trotter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I got his name. They also got Barrett Carter over there. Great linebacker, one of the best linebackers in the country. But, Clemson, I don't think they have Precy no more. I think he has went to the NFL draft. But, yeah, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., this guy, his dad was an all-pro linebacker, senior. So, great linebacker. Jeremiah Trotter, watch out for him. I think he got a pick 6 against South Carolina against Spencer Rattler. I think he ran one in, but athletic guy, really, really good player. Clemson got some good players as well, so I can definitely see Clemson up there. You would have thought, since they lost their defensive coordinator to Oklahoma, you would think that they might take a step back, but Clemson got some dogs, man. I'm telling you, their defense didn't really live up to how they used to be last season, but I think they're going to get back there. They still recruit at a high level, and they still got Dabo Swinney over there, so he's going to get them right. Next team, the Texas A&M Aggies. Like I've said in previous videos, Texas A&M has a defense, specifically on that defensive line. They got some dogs, man. One of them dogs is Walter Nolan. This guy is a beast of a player. And they also got Shamar Stewart. And both of those guys are back from the number one recruiting class they got in 2022. So they got some guys. They also got David Hicks. He can help too as well. And they also got some guys that's some transfers. Tony Grimes and Sam McCall. Those guys can play. Texas A&M had a stout defensive line these last couple of seasons. It's just their offense was just horrible. They didn't have any type of offense. And I'm looking at they're projecting that the Aggies is going to have the number 3 projected defense this upcoming season. So we're going to have to see about that. But Texas A&M, one of the great top 10 defenses that's going to be really, really good. At number 8, I'm sorry. They got the Wisconsin Badgers. Wisconsin's another team. And this is what I was mentioning about the Big Ten. Wisconsin got some guys. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, but they got Mohamed Jumata, a really, really good player. They also got Jordan Turner. And they got CJ Goetz. So they got some guys, man. And then Luke Fickell is a defensive-minded coach. So he had a pretty good defense over there at Cincinnati while he was there. So he had dudes like Sauce Gardner over there and Kobe Bryant. So watch out now, for Wisconsin. They're in the West in the Big Ten, but watch out for Wisconsin. We'll have really, really good defense this upcoming season. Next team at number 9, and coming out the West as well in the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. The last couple of seasons, man, I'm telling you, Iowa always feels a great defense, man. Really, really good defense. All Big Ten defensive back. They got Cooper DeJean, and he's going to be flanking, Joe Evans. Then they got Logan Lee and Noah Shannon, They also got a transfer in for Virginia and Nick Jackson. So Iowa, man, I don't know what they're doing over there with their offense, but that defense has been really, really good, and they've been putting out guys in the NFL as well. So the Iowa Hawkeyes, they're finally at number 10. They got the LSU Tigers. I'm telling you, man, Matt House is going to have some dogs this upcoming season on the LSU defense. Of course, like I did a video on him, Harold Perkins. This guy was a freshman last season, but was all over the field. Untouchable. This dude was just everywhere you need him to be. Your quarterback trying to scrim out the pocket, he's right there, spy him, stopping the run, doing everything, he's right there. So he's going to be a beast of a player at that linebacker position. But they also getting Mason Smith back on that defensive line. This dude is I think he's going to make a huge difference on LSU's defense this upcoming season. They also got Mekhi Wingo. I mean, they got some dogs, man. I'm telling you, LSU going to be really, really good this upcoming season defensively. And then they got some guys coming back on offense that's going to make a huge turnaround and, this upcoming season for them. But LSU, they're going to be really, really good as well on defense. Like I said, in previous videos, they had to fill in some holes on the back end, but they went in the transfer portal and got some guys. So look out for LSU at number 10. Now, some teams that I thought should be mentioned that they missed, I don't know how good they're going to be this upcoming season, but they was really, really good last season, is the Illinois Fighting Illini. I probably pronounced that wrong. Coach Brett Bielema, really, really good coach. They don't have Ryan Walters anymore. He was the defensive coordinator while he was over there. He's since become the head coach for Purdue. But they got a new defensive coordinator in Aaron Herring, and he's going to be a first-time coordinator. So I can understand why, there might be some uncertainty there with their defense. But I think Illinois is going to be one of those teams that's going to have great defense as well. They got Minnesota Golden Gophers on here. I don't know too much about Minnesota. They're saying they have a Big Ten defensive back in Tyler Nubin. So Minnesota could definitely be one of the teams out the west of the Big Ten that can make a strong point in having a good defense this upcoming season. And they got the Missouri Tigers. Now, I'm going to be honest. Missouri, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't name too many guys that's on their defense, but they got a transfer from Florida in Tyrone Hopper. He's really, really good. In Missouri, I know I keep saying it, but Missouri gave Georgia problems last season. They held Georgia. Georgia couldn't score over 20 points last season on them, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the final stat. But Missouri had a sneaky good defense last season, and they can be one of them teams that can give some SEC teams problems this upcoming season defensively. So watch out for them. They didn't have the Ohio State Buckeyes in the top 10, but Jim Knowles is going to have a second year with the team. And I think he's going to make a huge turnaround with them. I think they still got JT. I can't pronounce his name. Tamale. I can't pronounce it, but JT, they still got him. And I think they still got Jack Sawyer over there. Those two guys coming off the edge is going to be really, really good. Like I said, they got plenty of guys on their team. Ohio State, very, very talented. So talent won't be an issue. They got some transfers in. Davison Igbinosun, he's a cornerback, and they got Jahad Carter. He's a safety. He's definitely going to help them on their defense this upcoming season. And another team, I think Texas is going to be really, really good as well. The Texas Longhorns. I think they're going to have a really, really good defense as well, this upcoming season. That's pretty much it, their top 10 defenses. I'm going to go back over it. At number 1, they had the Georgia Bulldogs. That's understandable. They got my Alabama Crimson Tide at number 2. We got a lot of guys coming back. Michigan been pretty good these last couple of seasons. Was able to get to the playoffs 2 times in a row, so back to back. So Michigan, they arrived on defense. Penn State, sneaky good this season defensively. Watch out for them. Number 5, Florida State. Florida State going to be good with Jared Verse, I'm telling you. Clemson, Tyler Davis and Peter Woods can potentially come in. Jeremiah Trotter. Those guys going to be really, really good on their defense. Texas A&M, Walter Nolan. Watch out for that defensive line. Shamar Stewart, really, really good player. Wisconsin, Mehmet in Jamada, really, really good player. Beast of a player for the Wisconsin Badgers. Like I said, got Luke Fickell over there now, so that was good before he was there. So Luke Fickell been over there now. Just imagine how good Wisconsin defense is going to be. Iowa Hawkeyes, another team. Just ain't nothing else to say about Iowa. Really, really good defense. Their only problem is their offense, but they've had good defenses the last couple of seasons. And the LSU Tigers didn't have Mason Smith last season. I think he's going to make a huge turnaround for their defense, as well as Harold Perkins on that at the linebacker position. But that's the top 10 teams that 24/7 spoke about, and I think they got it right for the most part. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks for watching and have a great day.